You're watching Adorama TV.
Hi everybody, welcome to Adorama TV. I'm Mark Wallace. Well, today we're looking at a new iPad application called Portfolio to Go. Now, Portfolio to Go allows you to download all of your photos from Flickr and store them locally on your iPad, and then arrange them and show them as a presentation to different clients. You can email them, you can share them on Facebook or Twitter. It's a really, really nice application. In fact, it's very, very simple and easy to use, so it's great for people that just want to get going, start right off the bat, and show their portfolios to the world. So let's take a look at Portfolio to Go. Portfolios to Go is an application that allows you to connect to your Flickr account and show all of your photo sets. So I've already connected this to my Flickr account, and I have all of my photo sets here on my wall. So I've got some depth of field perspective shots, and I got some stuff from Photo Plus Expo last year and all kinds of stuff. Here's a portfolio, actually a photo set on some bees that invaded my house last year. I've got a bunch of photo shoots, etc. So those are all of your photos that show up by default on your wall the first time you connect it to Flickr. Now the nice thing is you can go to this Galleries button here on the upper left hand side, and then you can choose which ones that you would like to show. So for example, let's say I'm going to go and I might not want to show the bikini shoot. I'll just say don't show that. And I don't really want to show my iPhone shots, and these bees probably freak people out, so don't show those. If I come back here, those will disappear. So now I don't have the bees anymore. I don't have any of the other photos that I mentioned as well. So then what I can do is I have some other options up here on the top right hand corner. So let's say I want to send all of these photos to a prospective client or a customer, something like that. I can click this and I can say send portfolio to client. Now only the portfolios or the photo sets that I've selected using the Galleries button will be sent. So if I only want to send, let's say, the Mark Wallace US Meetup Tour Gallery, well, I would just deselect everything else. And so the only thing that would show up is that gallery. Now I've got a lot of galleries, so that might take me a while, but you get the idea. Now the other thing that's really nice about this is that once I select a photo, so here's one that we did at Loft 19 last year, I can click on this and now it shows me these photos. So this is myself and Heather Herr. She's an online journalist. She was covering some stuff for us that day. Well, there's the photo. I can push this little button on the left-hand side and it brings up all of the description that I put on Flickr. I can push that again and it shuts it off. So you can either show or hide image detail. I can swipe back and forth to show other photos. If I want to see something full screen, I just double tap and there it is, full screen. Now I'm going to go back to a different photo set really fast. So let's say, for example, I want to show some of these lighting setups that I did on a previous episode of Digital Photography 101. Well, there it is. I tap and it becomes full screen. I can swipe to show the sample images that we shot with that photo setup or that lighting setup. Or I can push this little button here to say play, and I'll click that one more time, and this will automatically play for me. And so you can have a nice gallery that's showing for clients. You can use a little display holder to show this, just put it on a tabletop or something, and there you have your slideshow. So I'm going to pause that. Now let's say I have an image that I really like, so I'll go in here. Here's Katerina. She was on the cover of Cosmopolitan this year, which is really cool. But we shot this several years ago. And let's say I want to brag a little bit and send this to some friends or family. Well, there's a little button down here on the right that you would recognize as a sharing button. I can send that. Now I can push this and save this photo locally to my photo library. Or I can share that on Facebook or on Twitter, or I can just email the photo to a friend. So I'm going to go in here and I'll say share photo on Facebook. Well, Facebook Connect is all up and ready, and so then I can add some description there and I can publish it. Well, I don't want to publish that right now, so I'll say skip. Or let's say I want to email this to a friend. When I do that, it just pops right up in the email as an attachment. I put in the person's address and we're off to the races. Now, this is all really, really good and nice, but let's say I want to see somebody else's photos as well. Well, I can do the same thing by pushing this little suitcase right here. There's my portfolio. But what if I want to see somebody else's? Well, I can either hit contacts and I can see all of my contacts here. Andrew Fagan is an amazing photographer. He's a 16-year-old, I think now, so check him out sometime. Or I can enter an ID. So I'll go in here and, for example, I'll push this. The keyboard's going to come up and I'll just type in Kelsey Hazelwood. She is our producer here. So I'll type that in really fast. That's her Flickr site. And then what will happen is Kelsey's photo sets will upload, or download, excuse me. And here's all Kelsey's photos from the photo walk that we just did a couple weeks ago. Now she only has one photo set, but if she had 10, all 10 would show up. And then I can go in there, I can hit this button, it will download the photo, it's going to save it to my iPad so I can look at this online or offline. And here's a bunch of photos, and that's a picture of Leon, who is our cameraman, who's actually filming this right now. And I can look at all these other photos that Kelsey took at the photo walk. It's really, really nice. And then again, you can share those on Facebook, Twitter, and all those other things that we did before. You can email those to clients. You can email them to other people to say, hey, look at this. This is a very inspirational picture. I like how, Kelsey did this black and white shot. It really does some really amazing shape. So it's a really, really easy application to use. It's really fast. It's very, very simple and very powerful. Well, there you have it. It's Portfolio to Go, a great application for you to share your photos with clients and the world. Well, if you have questions about iPad applications for photography or any question about photography related equipment or questions, just send those to me at askmark@adorama.com, and you can see all of our videos at the Adorama Learning Center online. Well, thanks for joining us this week. I'll catch you next week.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center, where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store, located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.